Good morning, students. Welcome to English class. Today we will come to the topic verb, a very common topic which you all are familiar with. What's a verb? What's a verb? Okay, verb is a word or phrase indicating what somebody or something does. It's a word or a phrase indicating what somebody or something does. That's the definition given here. Then, which are the main types of verbs? The first classification, lexical verbs and auxiliary verbs. Lexical verbs means, okay, main verbs. Auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. Then, for auxiliary verbs, there are two classifications, primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. These two are under auxiliary. So, which are the primary auxiliaries? Do, have and be forms. Do, have and be. Modal auxiliaries can, could, will, would, may, might, shall, should, must, need, dare, ought to and used to. 13 modal auxiliaries are there. Okay, 3 primary auxiliaries and 13 modal auxiliaries. Then what's a primary auxiliary? What's the difference between primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries? Do you know? Okay, we will come to it once more. So primary auxiliaries. What are primary auxiliaries? Primary auxiliaries are those auxiliary verbs or that verbs that can be used both as main verbs and auxiliary verbs. That's a speciality. Only 3 verbs can be used in this way. That means these verbs can be used as main verbs and also as auxiliary. Okay, so just look at the examples given to be clear to you. The first sentence given here is, I am a teacher. What's the verb here? Am. There is only one verb and no doubt. And if there is only one verb, that is the main verb here. Second sentence, I am teaching English, which is the verb phrase here, am teaching. So, in this context, am is an auxiliary verb and teaching is the main verb here. So, the same word, am, in the first sentence, it's a main verb. In the second sentence, it is an auxiliary verb. So, next example, I have a pen. So, here, have is the main verb. There is only one verb. I have bought this pen from Kottayam. Have bought. See, in this context, have is an auxiliary verb and bought is the main verb. That means have can be used as a main verb and also can be used as an auxiliary verb. I did my homework. So here the verb is did, only one verb. Main verb, I didn't do my homework. In this context, did is an auxiliary. So in the case of these auxiliaries, which are the auxiliaries do, have and be, they can be used, these words, as main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Such verbs are called primary auxiliaries. Got it? So primary auxiliaries are those verbs that can be used both as main verbs and auxiliary verbs. I am sure that you are familiar with the forms of the verbs, but I have given it once more. The base form be and the V1 forms is are. V2 forms, two V2 forms are there, was and were. V3 being and ing form being. The case of have, V1 forms have and has. V2 had, V3 also had and ing form having. The case of do, two V1 forms, do and does, V2 did, V3 done and doing. So if you do not know these forms, just learn it by heart. Then coming to modal auxiliaries. What are modal auxiliaries? Modal auxiliaries are used to express such conceptions like ability, possibility, permission and obligation. So mainly these modal auxiliaries are used to show ability, possibility, permission and obligation. Then what are the characteristics of modal auxiliaries? What are the characteristics? So a number of characteristics, four main characteristics are mentioned here. First one, modal auxiliaries always occur first in a verb phrase. Modal auxiliary will come first in a verb phrase. For example, it would have been better if you had helped. So here three verbs are there: would, have, been, etc. And would is the modal auxiliary, so that comes first. That is one of the characteristics of modal auxiliaries, it will come first. Second one, modal auxiliaries are immediately followed by the base form of the main verb. That means after a modal auxiliary we can only use the base form of the verb. So example is given, he will be happy if you help her. After modal auxiliary, base form. B is the base form of. So whatever verb we are using should be in its base form. Third one, modal auxiliaries do not inflect for the third person singular. What's the meaning of that? In the case of third person singular, especially in present tense and all, the forms will change. For example, I run fast. But if it is he runs fast. Run and runs. That's why we say it inflect according to the person. But here you can see, even though it is I or he, there is no change. It is run in both the contexts. So after a modal auxiliary, the same form of the main verb is to be used. And the fourth one, modal auxiliaries do not co-occur. What's the meaning of co-occur? Only one modal auxiliary can be used in a verb phrase. More than one modal auxiliary cannot be used. We cannot say, I can may come. It's a wrong usage because two modal auxiliaries we have used. We cannot use it in such a way. It is wrong. I can say either I can come or I may come. Can and may cannot be used in the same context. So the first division of verbs, main verb and auxiliary verbs. And auxiliary verbs can be further divided as primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. So just keep in mind the difference. And afterwards we will come to the use of these modal auxiliaries in detail. I think that at that time you will get a better understanding that time. Then based on conjugation, there is another classification of verb. Based on conjugation. Are you familiar with this word conjugation? Are you familiar with this word? Okay, doesn't matter. Conjugation refers to writing the forms of the verbs. You know that a verb has four forms: V1, V2, V3 and V1 ing. So based on conjugation, two types of verbs are there. Which are they? Regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs and irregular verbs. So a number of examples are given. I think if you go through the examples, you will get would say regular verb or words and irregular verb. So here see walk, walked, walked, work, work, worked, look, look, look. So what's the specialty here? How do these verbs form V2 and V3? You can see if we add ed to the V1 forms, we get V2 and V3 forms. If we add ed to the V1 form, we get V2 and V3 form. Such verbs are called regular verbs. But in the case of irregular verbs, these verbs will take different words as V2 and V3. Write, wrote, written, teach, taught, taught, drive, drove, driven, etc. So, based on this conjugation, regular verbs and irregular verbs are there. Then, another classification is based on objects. Based on objects. What's the classification? Transitive verb and intransitive verb. Transitive verb and intransitive. So what is transitive verb? That simply means a verb having an object. A verb having an object is called a transitive verb. Verb having no object is called a intransitive. So just look at the sentence. I bought a car. This bought is a transitive verb because this verb has the object a car. What? What did I buy? A car. So we get an answer. So it's a transitive. But here intransitive verb. Then before that, see, how can you find out a verb is transitive or intransitive? How can you find out? So you can find out a verb is transitive or intransitive by asking two questions to the verb. Which are the two questions? What or who? What or who? If you get an answer, what does it mean? Transitive verb. If there is no answer, intransitive verb. See here if I ask I bought what? What did I bring? What did I buy? A car, we get an answer. So transitive. But here I went. What? No answer. I went who? No answer. So what does it mean? Intransitive. So if you have to find out the object, you can ask two questions. What or who to the verb. If we get an answer, transitive. No answer, intransitive. And see, these transitive verbs can be further divided as monotransitive verbs and ditransitive verbs. Division of transitive verb. Monotransitive and ditransitive. What does it mean? Mono means single. Monotransitive means a verb having one object. She bought a book. Only one object is there. So it is monotransitive. But in this sentence, she bought him a book. Two objects are there. She bought what? She bought a book. Whom did she buy it? She bought him. So him is an object. A book is another object. That means two objects are there. So this is ditransitive verb. Okay, so the divisions which we have discussed. First one, main verb and auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb can be further divided. Primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. Primary auxiliary means only three primary auxiliaries are there. That means the verbs that can be used as main verb and auxiliary verbs are called primary auxiliaries. Then, based on conjugation, there is another classification. Regular verb and irregular verb. And then based on object, there is a classification. Transitive verb and intransitive verb. And in transitive verbs, monotransitive verbs and ditransitive verbs are there. Okay, so just go through all the types of verbs that we have discussed and have a better understanding of the term verb. Okay, we will stop for today and we'll come with another topic tomorrow. Thank you.